Hi everyone, my name is Maeve McMahon and I'm the Agents of Change Community Manager. I'm here today to talk to you about self-determination, which is a very important critical concept for you to know for the ASWB exam and for your social work career in general. Self-determination is a core social work value and something that cannot be underestimated in the field. It is one of the foundations of social work. It is also a very important element to the bachelor's, master's, and clinical level ASWB exams, and it reinforces the importance of a client making their own decisions and choices regarding their own lives. And as social workers, we are there to support them in doing so, but not make the decisions for them. So next, let's define self-determination as seen in the social work dictionary. So this definition is an ethical principle in social work that recognizes the rights and needs of clients to be free to make their own decisions and choices. So an example of self-determination in social work can be seen in elderly patients. Does the senior have the self-determination to elect to stay in their own home? Overcoming hurdles and challenges to meet these goals demonstrates the level of self-determination that a client or individual has. In a little bit, we will see a practice question that goes right along with this definition, and we will be able to see how to best handle a situation like this from a social worker perspective. As social workers, we are constantly referring back to the NASW Code of Ethics, and self-determination is no exception for this. According to the NASW Code of Ethics, social workers treat each person in a caring and respectful fashion, mindful of individual differences in cultural and ethnic diversity. Social workers promote clients' socially responsible self-determination. Social workers seek to enhance clients' capacity and opportunity to change and to address their own needs. Social workers are cognizant of their dual responsibility to clients and to the broader society. They seek to resolve conflicts between clients' interests and the broader society's interests in socially responsible manners, consistent with the values, ethical principles, and ethical standards of the profession. There is no doubt that you will see some self-determination questions on the ASWB exam. Focus on ensuring the client understands all options available to them, as well as the consequences of these choices when giving your answer. Reinforce the client's self-determination and help them toward making their decisions. In this way, you can empower the client by helping them to make a decision based on what is important to them without making the decision for them. Here is an example of a self-determination question that might be seen on the exam. You are completing an intake with an elderly man and his daughter at an assisted living center. The daughter states that she wants her father to move into an assisted living facility as he is no longer able to take care of himself. When you inquire further, it is noted that the father is able to grocery shop, attend appointments, and pay bills on his own. The father has high blood pressure and is at risk for heart conditions. When asked about his living preference, he states, "I am not ready to move out of my home. I have lived there for 50 years and don't want to leave." In this situation, what should the social worker do? A. Encourage the man to consider his daughter's concerns and consider moving into the facility. B. Acknowledge the man's statements and explain that he is welcome to inquire about the facility whenever he is ready. C. Tell the man about the amenities the facility has to offer and explain how much you will enjoy the activities and other residents. D. Ask the daughter to consult the man's physician regarding his health and ability to live independently. Now I'll give you about 30 seconds to read through this again and make a decision as to what you think would be the best example of self-determination. If you guessed B, then you are correct. Acknowledge the man's statements and explain that he is welcome to inquire about the facility when he is ready. In this scenario, you are acknowledging the client's right to self-determination and that it should be upheld. There is no indication that he is unable to make the decisions on his own. You can see that he is able to grocery shop and attend appointments on his own, as well as live a healthy lifestyle by himself. So trying to force him into a facility would be honoring his daughter's wishes rather than honoring his right to self-determination. Here we have some strategies for when you get to self-determination questions on the exam. Think about the response that supports and respects the client's self-determination. Here are some questions to ask yourself. Which answer or option best reinforces the client's own self-determination? Then, rule out any answers that do not support self-determination. Some will be easy to recognize. Never choose a choice that is solely reflective of the social worker's opinion of the situation. This is unethical in practice and does not reflect client self-determination. As we know, you will always come across people with different opinions of you, and you have to honor these opinions of your clients. As always in social work, self-determination circles back to ethics. Self-determination is an important ethical principle. Remember that the Code of Ethics recognizes the rights and autonomy of the social work client to make their own decisions and choices that relate to their life, regardless of whether you, the social worker, agree with them or not. When you outline options, resources, and potential consequences to the client, the choice should be theirs to make no matter what. All that you can do is inform them of what could happen in regards to each choice and then support them throughout the decision making. So thank you for joining us today to talk about self-determination. If you are looking for more study content, please check out the paid study materials that we have available at agentsofchangeprep.com. If there are any questions at all, please feel free to contact us at contact@agentsofchangeprep.com. You can also find tons of content on our YouTube channel or on our podcast titled Agents of Change Social Work Test Prep. Thank you for joining me today and happy studying.